So that karma become very, very important. So karma become karma yoga, then bhakti yoga. Next step is bhakti yoga.
Yes.
But karma yoga, you don't react to the outcome. Bhakti yoga, you know that you are an instrument of the Lord. That's called bhakti yoga. I function as an instrument of the Lord. Nimitta matram bhava sabhyasaya. You become in nimitta. Jnana yoga is I act in my awareness. Happily, when you work in the world, you are in jnana yoga. I am not working for happiness, but I work as a happy. In between, you develop all disciplines, yoga and all that disciplines. Then there is integration of the body. So this is how the whole scheme is put together, woven into one tapestry. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, karma, etc. All can be weaved into one beautiful discipline. So next is we read the sixth, seventh. Can you read that, Srina? All of you can read seventh.
Yasmindriyani manasa yam yarapaterjuna karma yoga agastasashishyate.
Let us split these words. So Bhagavad Gita, there is a particular method of reading it. You read the slokas. The slokas are split into 4 units, let's say. First line, 2 units. What are called padas. Second line also. Each unit will have 8 syllables. You can see that. Ni, ya, tam, ku, ru, ka, ma, tu. 8. Karma, ja, yo, hi, ha, hi, karma, na. That 8. 16 syllables are there. 16 plus 16, 32 syllables. So we have to see those syllables, and then there are compounds here. The compounds are to be split. So let us say niyadam kuru karma tvam karma jyayaha hi akarmana. That's hi akarmana. Hi akarmana. Sharira yatra abhi cha te na prasiddhed. Akarmana. There is akarmana. Prasiddhed. Akarmana. So this way we have to split the compound. Which is called padached. That's how we read Bhagavad Gita. So let us say that niyadam. Say repeated niyadam guru karma tvam karma jayah. Jaya becomes jayo because of the compound. Jayah hi akarmanah. Sharira yatra abhi cha te na prasiddhed akarmanah. So these are the words. So you have to pick up the key words to understand the meaning. So here Bhagavan's advice is niyadam kuru karma. So what karma should I do? Karma is an omnibus word, isn't it? Various kind of karma. Pickpocketing also is a karma. Should I do that? I am expert in that, isn't it? So I am an expert in that. Should I do that? No, you cannot, because then you are hurting another person. You are hurting another person.
Niyata means prescribed, right?
Yeah, niyata
Ordained.
Ordained. But you're ordained to do pickpocketing, you'll do that.
No.
No, not that ordained.
Ordained duties.
Ordained means duties, allowed by the scriptures, by your conscience, let's say. Scripture, your conscience.
Yeah, like asteya, right? Like asteya prevents you from pickpocketing. So you cannot say that is niyatam karma.
You can pickpocket, but somebody will slap you also. 21%. If you're ready for that, you can do that. You can do that. Nobody can stop you from doing anything. You can pickpocket, you can take a gun and shoot somebody. Anything can be. Nobody can. If you can think, you can do it. But what are the consequences? Are you ready to accept the consequences? Profit loss analysis.
So your duty is different from your vasana.
Yeah, I'll come to that. What is vasana? What is duty? And all that. So let us see the word niyadam. Niyadam can be karyam karma, kartavyam karma, niyadam karma. All three words are niyadam karma, karyam karma, kartavyam or swadharma. So, what is my duty or what should I do? What should I do? This question is very important. So one answer is whatever you are expected to do, whatever you are supposed to do, whatever you are told to do, that's right. Or whatever the scripture says you have to do. If you cannot decide, the society will decide. Most of the things are society decides. You are trained in your school. As a child, you are taught by your parents and your teachers. You never said, this is what I want to study. Of course, they will see what's your interest, your vasana. What's your vasana? What's your temperament? Looking at that, you are given an education. If it is a rich community, if it is not a rich, then whatever the society says you have to do. So your parents, your teachers tell you what to do, they educate you, they train you according to your training. Some people get a training in tune with their nature, some people don't get it. Some people force themselves to that. And some people find out this is what I wanted to do actually. Later you know this is what I want. So there are so many ifs and buts there. Trial and error. And finally, by the age of 28, you know what you really want to do. By 28, your intellectual development is over. Till such time, you are experimenting. You are changing courses. You are studying different topics. So, your vasana and your training should align, go together. Otherwise, there is conflict. That's why a doctor, I see, one was gone through 8 years of training, became a doctor, then he suddenly switches, he became a chef. And he's so happy about that. Medicine is not his, but his father wants him to be a medical doctor, but later he became a chef or a singer or a pickpocket, we don't know. What he is going to become. So you can change your trade depending upon the need. So their vasana, your temperament, and your training should go together. Then you know your calling, your vocation, your purpose. Then it should be useful to society. That also is important. It should be valuable to the community. Otherwise, nobody will buy your product or your service. That is why Loka Sangraham. Is it useful to the community? Are you adding value? Are you meeting a need of the community? That also is important. If it is harmful to the community, you will be put in the prison. You will be put in the prison. Or you will be excommunicated. So you will not be accepted within the city, you say, within that cultural community. So your vasanas, your training, and the usefulness of the community, thus these three factors decide what you should do. Niyadam karma, that becomes the karma. Or karyam karma. Karya means what is to be done. You can call it a duty, you can call it a vacation, you can call it a profession, whatever way do you want to use it. This is how we find our calling, our vocation, or our mission in this world. And it involves parents, teachers, community, leaders, and the available knowledge in the world now. All of these things decide what you are going to do. And if you are not able to figure out by these three methods, some people will not be happy with all this. I call it follow your passion. Whatever your antaratma, your conscience says, follow it. Don't disregard the whole community. Don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to your parents, your teachers, your society, anything. They may call you a mad person. Some of the mad people become prophets later. Isn't it? So if it is your compelling calling, you have to follow that. So I will call it either your duties, your profession, your vocation for which you need training, or you just follow your passion. Nobody can stop you. There's a possibility you landing up in a prison, or a mad guy, or a prophet. You become the change agent as a result of that. You become the leader. Such people are real leaders, he says. So Niyadam, I will give two meanings. One is your profession, your trained profession. And then you must fit into the society. You must add value, give value to society. Or your calling. Then you break all the laws. You are going beyond the social norms or social conventions. And you are a misguided missile or unguided missile. Yes.
Loose cannon.
Loose cannon. You can go any which way you want. But you can be a great leader or a prophet, as they say. A change, real change. Otherwise, you will be doing the same thing. More and more of the same thing. So, Niyadam has these two meanings.
So how does that fit with like Nitya Karma, Naimitika Karma, Nishiddha Karma? Like where does that come from? Does it come from like the Dharma Shastras?
No. This Niyadam Karma can be interpreted as Nitya Karma also. Nitya Naimitya Karma.
Nitya Karma. Okay.
Nitya Karma is a very narrow definition. Nitya Karma means daily karmas you have to do. You know, like Sandhya Vandana or Pujya, this Nitya Karma. Naimitya Karma, periodically you do certain karma. You know, when the seasons change, Amavasi or Paurnami or Ayanas, you know, you do certain karma. So those karmas are just to maintain yourself. So sometimes the Vedantin said just to do the karma and stay. We are not happy with that.
Oh, I see.
We are not daily routine.
Just routine karma, just to maintain the body. Sharira. So Nitya Karma means Sandhya Vandanam, some homa, some food, minimal food, cook and clean, that kind of. So we don't want to stay there. We want to pursue something.
I see.
So
and that's where the Vasana and Swadharma comes in. Okay.
So Nitya Naimitya Karma is just a maintenance. House is maintained. Car is maintained, but you have to drive it. I don't want to drive the car because it may get dirty, filthy. So I maintain it and do Arati every day. That's the reason that you have to use the car. And you have to finally dump the car also.
Yeah.
So Nitya Naimitya Karma is just maintenance. Then there is Kamya Karma. There is Nishiddha Karma, Vidhi Karma, many various Prayachita Karma. Many kind of karmas are there. We have to do all that. So I am just giving a interpretation from your standpoint. Otherwise, you will be confined to do some Gayatri in the morning and some puja and some food and then chant some mantras and sleep. That's all what you do. If you are happy with that, God speak to you. But that's not what we want. That's not what Bhagavan says. Bhagavan says, I have nothing to do, I have nothing to gain, nothing to lose. But I am furiously active.
So we're taking Bhagavan as a role model.
Role model. Shankaracharya. Though he said, reduce your karma, but he was active, he was burning from both ends. By 32, he has accomplished all that a human life can accomplish.
Swami Vivekananda also.
Swami Vivekananda. Traveled all over the world. See? So, you have to be really active.
So they are also the loose cannons, right? They set their own path.
Loose cannon also their own path. That I told you. Sometimes loose cannon hits the right target.
So
Bullseye.
nothing to lose, nothing to gain, and what is he saying?
And still you are active. Still you are active. Out of some inner calling.
Okay.
Inner compulsion. Not to gain something personally, but to do something great. To create a dent in the universe, as they say. You want to do something great. And you want to make a mark, say. It's not an egoistic expression. It is becoming channel of the universe, creative channel of the universe. So, niyatam karma tum kudu. So, may you engage niyatam karma in your vocation systematically, efficiently, and usefully, or follow your passion, and regardless of what the society or your parents say, you follow your path.
And how do you identify whether what you're doing is ego-based or for loka sangraha?
How do you identify?
You may think I'm doing this for loka sangraha, but it could be coming from the ego, and we may not.
Loka sangraha means you're doing for the other people, isn't it? Ask them what you want. Yes.
Like whose problem are you solving?
Yeah, whose problem are you solving? When you make a new product, you do a market survey, isn't it?
You're doing it to make money.
You have to make money. What's the market? Money making is only a measure what you are doing. Really, you have to do something. Otherwise, nobody buy your product. Right. You should create value.
So it's a feedback. Like you keep getting the feedback.
When you go raise funding, they ask you all these questions, right?
You have to answer all that.
Swami, you said 3 things: karyam karma, niyatam karma, and what was the third one?
Kartavyam karma.
Kartavyam.
So dharma.
Yeah.
Kartavyam. So there are many words here. So niyatam kuru karmattu. So that is done. So, you, Bhagavan says, pointing to Arjuna, niyatam karma kudu. Now for him, niyata karma is his battle. He has been training for this, he has got the latest weapons, the battle is there, and it is for him to charge. There is no question of looking back. Niyatam kudu. Maybe he is doing something wrong, but he can learn at least. Where I did a wrong thing, he can learn. He will not repeat it next time.
What does niyatam mean? What's the translation? Niyatam?
I told you, kartavyam karma, niyatam karma, your swadharma, meaning something which you are trained for. Something useful to the community.
Something
you are trained for, something useful to the community, your vocation, your profession, do that. If you are not happy with your profession, change your profession. If you are not happy being a doctor, then become a chef, or a singer, or a dancer, or something, or a pickpocket, whatever you want. Niyatam karma.
That's even allowed?
I mean, allowed means if you are doing it, what can someone do? You are doing it, whether you are allowed or not, you are doing it. That is part of the world. So, but you will be punished. You find yourself in the prison.
Catch me if you can.
Huh?
Krishna said, catch me if you can.
If you can. Somebody will catch you.
So it's allowed until you're caught.
And no, nobody is allowing you. What is somebody is doing it? I am finding it. We are seeing the fact.
They are choosing to do it.
Some people are
Some are choosing.
Swamiji, but
Loka
say in
Kalyanaka, for the benefit of the greater
pickpocket is not Loka Kalyanaka.
No, why Krishna? I was like, why is he choosing to be a part of the battle when he can, not do it?
We said Loka Kalyanam or Loka Sangraham.
Yeah.
That's what you say, common good.
Common.
Common good. I'm doing it for. So it should contribute the well-being, common good, public good. Isn't it? Common good. So, niyatam tum karma kudu. Or I give you the freedom to do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But it should be a deep calling within you. Not an escapism or avoidance. You're not trying to escape from a tight situation or avoiding responsibility. There is a deep calling, like Buddha. Buddha had a deep calling. He just left. Or Shankaracharya, deep calling, he left. Or Aristotle Onassis, deep calling, he left. And became a shipping tycoon later. His parents were very upset. He ran away from home. There was a deep calling in him.
So what if that is it left that let go and Swadharma are in conflict with each other?
Let go is the fruits of that. And your notion that without me nothing will work. That we have to put away. I mean, you are not violently reacting to the...
But here you talk in the context of calling, right? And what if that, let's say, that perceived calling or contemplated calling is in conflict with one's Swadharma, so then how do you reconcile?
No, Swadharma and calling will be aligned. Otherwise, Swadharma means your guna.
Yeah.
Deep sense
I
of
see.
who you
Okay.
are. Deep sense of who you are. And then that need not be calling. If you can align your Swadharma with social responsibilities, good, well and good.
Okay.
Well and good. If that doesn't happen, then I would say, what is your Swadharma? What is the deep calling?
Okay.
Follow that. It may create some disturbance in the community, but later they may see, today's wrong can be tomorrow's right.
Right. Okay.
Right. So, you may be even put in jail for what you are doing. Or people may disagree with you initially. This generation may disagree. But then the next generation may eulogize you for whatever you are doing, isn't it? So Krishna himself was like that.
Yeah.
He did a lot of wrong things according to the contemporary value system.
Yeah.
But then he couldn't care less. Later people understood. Those days people are worshipping Indra. Indra is the giver of rain, Varsha. Krishna said Indra has nothing to do with that. It is the mountain, Govardhan. Isn't it? Clouds stuck on the mountain, condense and precipitate. So he said it's a mountain. Not Indra got angry. Indra was fooling people so long, Krishna pulled his bluff. And then he got angry, he sent huge rains and then flood, and then Krishna lifted the mountain, protected the people, and finally Indra came to Krishna, you are right. Earlier he was opposing. So you will find a heavy headwind as you proceed. But later it becomes tailwind. Later. So, but you need the sustainability, you need the capacity to sustain yourself, emotional. You may be all alone, walking in a dark night with a leaky umbrella, in a rainy night, as they say. You must be all alone. But you are the bearer of the future. So, niyatam kuru karmatvam, karmajjayo hya karmanaha. Karma is always better, superior to. Akarma means inaction, not doing anything. Karma, you do make a mistake. You develop some stress. You develop, uncertainties. But it's a better way. Do something. But then Bhagavan says, Sharira yatra bijatena prasiddheda. If you sit down doing nothing like a question mark, in a fetal position, not doing anything, pulling your thumb, pulling your hair, that is service and activity, isn't it? If you sit like that, Sharira yatra bijana prasiddheda. It is not possible even to lead a healthy life. Sharira yatra means healthy life. A healthy life is not possible if you don't do anything. There will be no put on your toe. There is no discipline, no exercise. You are sitting like a question mark. Couch potato. Couch potato doesn't even sprout. No soil. It's a waste. It's a waste. So don't sit like a couch potato. Get up and do something. So Sharira, don't you say to your children sometimes? Sitting in the room and then, sitting and sleeping or not doing anything or all the time, same time, then you say stand up and do something. So, Sharira Yatra means maintenance of the body. Te na prasiddhyas. Prasiddhyas means not possible. Akarmanaha, person who is inactive, not doing something. So you have to do something all the time. If you are not doing something, join somebody who is doing something. That also is possible. Sometimes you don't know what to do. So join someone. Or go for a walk. To climb the mountain. Climb the rock. Something like that. Sharira yatra vijade na prasiddhe akarmana. So here akarma means tushni bhava. Akarma has got two meanings. Akarma means actionlessness. That enjoying your work also is called akarma. Both are akarma. Enjoying your work, because there you don't feel you are doing it. Tushni bhava means you are avoiding things. You are escaping. You are avoiding. So you are an escapist. And you are depressed. You are depressed. You are clueless. Life has become meaningless and purposeless. And you are a drug addict. So, and that drug can give you some kind of funny experience. So these kind of things. So Sharira Yatra Bhyade Na Prasiddheda Karmana. So body, maintenance of the body, which is very important. The body is very important for you. Though in Vedanta we say body is nothing, Kakavishta and all that. Body is Kakavishta, is nothing, it is a bag of filth, urine and feces. What is this body? Nothing. So that's not, that is only to a psychological trick.
Yeah.
To take you away from extreme attachment to the body. It's a psychological trick when Shankaracharya says that. But otherwise, body is a very important instrument of spiritual practice. For a yogi, body is very important, isn't it? It is the body, it has all this discipline. So, having said that, okay, now when we engage in karma, we already discussed karma become karma yoga, but here it is described in lurid detail. Next.